So Dana and I are getting ready to go get night current. Dana is going to go first, and then I'm going to hop in the plane and go with him. So I haven't flown at night in a very, very long time, and it is the week before Thanksgiving, and there's a chance that we might be flying the Skylane to Virginia to go visit his mom after Thanksgiving. So I thought, well, it would be a good idea to get night current because this time of year it gets dark early. So I want to be prepared to fly at night. So we'll see how this goes. The main reason why I haven't stayed night current over the last decade or so is because I just don't go out at night. You know, at dinner time, I'm now getting our daughter ready for bed, getting ready for work the next day, and Dana and I are usually in bed by 9, so we just don't fly at night a whole lot. I have maintained instrument currency though, because for me personally, that's a much more useful skill. So we are pre-flighting at night with a flashlight because it's hard to see nooks and crannies of stuff without a flashlight at night. We have decent lighting out on this ramp though. It's not totally dark, so that's helpful, you know, from the hangars. But if you're out in a parking space where it's really dark, that could be tricky. It's kind of nice being at the airport at night. I haven't done this in a long time. It's pretty quiet. I like the lights, and it's kind of a nice cool night. Dana is about to make his first night landing. So 2 more, and then he's going to meet me over here in the parking lot, and then I'll hop in and have my turn. I remember when I was instructing years ago and actually doing a fair amount of night flying, I remember teaching my students to, you know, let their eyes adjust to the light and all of these things. But I'm kind of winging it tonight. I'm not really doing anything in particular other than just getting in the airplane and going and seeing if I can find my sight picture and find the runway. So this will be interesting. I am going to be just like your average private pilot attempting to fly at night.
152 Sierra Juliet, correct ground runway 32 at Echo, taxi be Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie to 32 at Echo 152 Sierra Juliet. You don't realize when you don't fly at night for a long time just how many lights there are on the ground. It's just like a sea of different colors.
Yeah.
That's why it's so helpful to remember what the colors mean. The edge of the taxiway. That person's lights. And then there's a bunch of red lights, which are just the tops of objects. Like there's the AWAS machine over here has some red lights on it, and there's some other random things over here. Well, the windsock has a red light on it.
Tower.
The tower. There's somebody else up here. They don't have their...
Skyhawk 79015 holding at Alpha and Alpha.
He doesn't have his taxi light on or anything, so it's kind of hard to see the front of him, but you can see his nav lights.
Taxi 2 ATP be Alpha.
Alright, nobody coming from the right?
015. When you're doing this 180, I'm going to turn this light off just for a second so we don't blind him.
Yeah.
Return 183, correct ground, pull up 2 and hold short Alpha.
One more time for 183.
And it's interesting at night, you have to have some contrast to like see the flight controls to pay attention to whether it's actually going up or down because it's dark. That looks correct. Of course, and then you got the beacon light in the back, so that helps you see the elevator. Alright, so that all looked good. Now for the emergency checklist, right? So this is where it's extra important because if anything goes wrong while we're in the air, it's really hard to see what you're going to land on. But we know this airport really well. We know the aircraft's performance. So definitely if there's anything screwy, doesn't look right, sound right, smell right, and we're still on the ground, power comes to idle, we keep this sucker on the ground and we figure it out on the ground. We're still in the air and we are less than 500 feet above the ground. We are going to land it straight ahead, hopefully on some runway ahead of us, or there's a little grass infield. Beyond that, it's honestly kind of dicey past the Winn-Dixie, between the Winn-Dixie and the Mill Cove. There's not a whole lot of good places. So the best thing we can do is full flaps, fly it as slow as possible, shut everything down, and land as straight as we can without stalling. That's the best thing that we can do. Would you agree?
I agree.
Alrighty then. But otherwise, they're probably going to have us make right traffic, and we will see how it goes. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So, and I haven't even flown the 152 in a while, so we're looking for 2280 to 2380, so about 2300 RPM and 70 knots in the climb. Yeah, I'm on?
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, so what's up with the lights? There's another light.
8 South Lima.
I got all the things lit. Okay, now I got it. There's somebody to the left of me. Nobody coming down the taxiway, nobody ahead of me.
Number 1,
Really have to pay attention that you don't run it, buddy. There's somebody sitting over there.
32, 2 Mach Alpha.
I feel like I'm driving like grandma.
You
That's
have to
okay.
at night.
That's okay. All right, there's my buddy.
Like a 312, runway 32, close takeoff, left turn headed to 0.
Yes, those are stars out there, not airplanes. It's so clear tonight. I don't see anybody on base or final. Rolling. Craig Tower, Cessna 152, Sierra Juliet, holding short of 32, ready for takeoff.
Cessna 152, Sierra Juliet, Craig Tower, runway 32, at Echo, clear for takeoff, right close traffic approved for Midfield.
32 at Echo, clear for takeoff, make right traffic, 152, Sierra Juliet. All right, final is clear. We don't have really any deer issues here at the airport, but I do remember night critters. So I'm going to keep an eye out for night critters also.
Go for tortoises.
Okay, nocturnal. Okay, mommy, let's go. A little bit of left crosswind, I remember. All right, power looks good.
Lucky 312, turn left.
Power is good. And we are going to be airborne
Left
in
280,
an hour.
departure, Lucky 312.
A lot of distance. Everything still looks good. Pitching for 70. Very much like taking off into IFR, feels like to me. All right, there's the road. Here comes Mill Cove. 400. A little bit of wind, huh?
Yeah, a little bit up here.
And I kind of know that this is their recreational area near the post office. And I just hope to maintain sight of the runway this whole time. All right, so we're coming around. There's 1,000 feet. Wow, this is different. This feels so weird. Alright, but I didn't lose the airport. I'm not doing a good job of judging my distance from the runway, but I'm trying here. Craig Tower, 152 Sierra Juliet, midfield 32 for stop and go. Say again for 2 Sierra Juliet.
2 Sierra Juliet, extend downwind.
Extend downwind, 2 Sierra Juliet. Okay, so here's where I really need to find some lighted objects. There's those really bright lights right there. I just saw a guy passing me on final, but I lost him now. Oh, there he is, down low. I've got sort of this bright lights here, and then the Mayo Clinic way out there, and then the gap in between. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. I don't know if that's good or not, but that's what I'm using for now. Get extended too long here.
Sierra Juliet, start your right base turn, runway 32, cleared, stop and go, 1 to depart before you arrive.
We'll start the base, cleared, stop and go, 32, 152, Sierra Juliet. Alright, so really challenging spotting a turn because there's just a bunch of lights. So like what particular light am I aiming for?
Top 3 of the ground.
That is a good question. But I kind of know the area, so I'm guessing a bit there. There's my final.
Right, 100.
But we're still a bit far out, so I'm going to hold my altitude here for just now. He's letting someone out ahead. A little bit of a headwind here. Nice approach lights for 3-2 because this is the instrument runway, so that definitely helps me out right now. And now I'm picking up the approach. Picking up the pappies. See 2 whites and 2 reds. That's pretty good. How's my speed? A little fast for flaps, so let me slow down. That wind is interesting tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little stronger up here, but much lighter near the ground.
But I got a good crab going. I'm happy with my speed. I'm a little fast, but I know this thing can slow down pretty easy, and I've got a strong headwind. I can't even read what my ground speed is right now. Oh, 60. Yeah, so that's a pretty kicking wind. All right, where's that person who was going to let go? I think they already went. All right, so I'm just going to hold what I got here. And in my brain, I'm thinking landing like I land the Cub, where you're not anticipating the touchdown. You're just going to fly it until it touches itself, because it's kind of hard to see the pavement. This is very interesting. All right, Meredith, there's the threshold. A little bit of rudder here. Now I see the numbers. All right, throttle's coming to idle. All right, so I've got approximately 2,600 feet ahead of me, would you say, Dana?
Yep.
All right, we were cleared, stop and go. Everything is in the green.
Coach at 183, runway 32, Echo, close takeoff, right close traffic through Port Midfield, follow assessment on the go.
Alright, runway 32, clear for takeoff. Make right traffic and report midfield for track 183.
Alright, how'd I do, Coach?
That was good. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
It's a beautiful landing.
I was a bit fast, though.
Better too fast than too slow. Better too high than too low.
True. Surprisingly, I haven't really looked at the attitude indicator a whole lot. I did during the initial part of the climb. I thought I would be looking at it a lot more. But it is very clear. I feel like there is a good horizon tonight. Correct Tower System 152, Sierra Juliet, midfield 32 for stop and go.
152, Sierra Juliet, runway 32, please stop and go.
Cleared stop and go 32, 152, Sierra Juliet. Let's have 10 degrees flaps, and we'll turn a bit earlier this time.
Return
I'm gonna
183,
attempt
number
to
2 following.
stop a bit shorter on this one.
Stop and go, runway 32, clear touch and go.
In retrospect, I definitely think that my experience flying the Cub and also my comfort with flying IFR and shooting an instrument approach helped me a lot with these night landings.
All right, we got the runway made. Speed is good. Past these blinding green lights. All right, saved myself a couple 100 feet on that one. I like that position better.
Nice job.
All right, flaps up, all the things. But I have to say, instrument flying, like when I'm climbing and making my turns and I'm checking over here, that makes me a lot more confident. I think if you didn't have that skill and you came out at night, it would be like, what in the bleep am I looking at? Because it's just so different.
Right.
See the radio towers.
They look a lot closer than 4.5 miles, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Everything looks closer to me at night.
The main thing I'm noticing now is just trying to find something to aim at when you're turning. I'm like,
right.
Unless it's a super bright cluster of lights, it just all freaking looks the same to me. But you know, engine failure at night, you'd look at this big black hole here, and like if you didn't know the area, you would just hope that it was a field, but I know that it's really big trees. You know what I mean? There's just, you don't see anything here.
Well, you know what you do? You wait till you're near the ground, you turn the landing light on.
All right, and if you don't like
what you see,
turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yep. But that would suck. But yeah, being comfortable flying IFR definitely helps me with the control, but it's all the other stuff that just seems so... It's been a long time.
732, contact jet departure 124.9 and see you.
Over to departure, 732.
All right, come on, Juju.
We are, sir.
Roger, just checking. You're not squawking anything at all.
Oh, really? Let me switch that right there.
Hey, Mommy.
Nice job.
That better now, 732?
That's better. Contact jet departure 124.9.
Over departure, 732. Sorry about that.
152, Sierra Juliet, turn left on Alpha 5, hold short of Alpha, contact ground, point 8.
Over to ground, 2 Sierra Juliet.
This is the part that always trips me out, is this little light in the middle.
Yeah.
It makes me think that I'm going someplace I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, am I supposed to roll over that?
Anchor Tower, we have the traffic.
I always find that I've got to follow the stripe. That's
right.
More helpful.
Yeah.
Who's that caller?
Career track 183, we had that traffic inside on final.
All right.
Career track 183,
That wasn't as bad as I thought, but definitely weird.
Please touching up.
I will say this, though. Landing at night definitely takes practice, but I feel like the landing part at night wasn't as hard as just the getting your bearings around all the other stuff for me.
What you're saying is if you can find the runway, the hard part's over?
Right. Do you think that has anything to do with flying the Cub, or is that just experience?
Both.
Like not anticipating the touchdown?
That's right.
Taxi light blue is our favorite color.
I'll chalk it up to the fact that you have skills.
It's taxi light blue.
My favorite color.
Motorcycle color. Well, thank you, Juju.
Our flagship.
And my glasses worked really well at night too, so shout out to Mark Pop of Gateway Vision for the wonderful glasses.
Top eye.
Fellow pilot extraordinaire.
And just all around good guy.
All around good guy.
So I really enjoyed that night flight with Dana. It was a good challenge, lots of fun. And just 4 days later, I ended up using that skill. I went on a little field trip with my dad and Alex up to Georgia, and we landed back at Craig a little bit after sunset, not quite nighttime, but it was dark enough that I really appreciated having had that experience flying at night with Dana a few days before. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, please like or subscribe. And if you think you're going to be flying at night, go out and grab an instructor and get yourself night current. We'll see you out there.